Let's do this, guys. So, we're up, 7 o'clock, got that robe on. This is a question from one of the boys inside Elite Achievers about Year 10 subject selection. So, subject selection is happening soon for Year 10, and Japman's wondering if I can make a video on how some advice on subject selection and maybe do a Q&A call, blah, 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 subject selection. Okay, so, subject selection. Let me just go through my story. This is going to be, first of all, for Year 10, and then what I did for Year 11 as well, and Year 12. So, subject selection, I'm going to say, first of all, is not as deep as you think it is. So, like, stop stressing. Like, it's actually not that deep. What you need to guys need to think is there's two routes you go down. It's either to get the highest ATAR or to do what I want to do. Ideally, like with me, it was together. You got to understand that the subjects you do in school aren't that deep for uni. Like it literally is not. I don't care if you're in year 10 or year 11. So in year 10, I did 3 electives. I did accelerated math, I did pass, and I did commerce. In year 9, sorry. Then year 10, I dropped commerce and I did accelerated math and pass. God, I just stuck the root finger up to you guys. Sorry, guys. And then in year 11, obviously I chose PDH, chemistry, physics, English advanced. I already did math extension advanced, English advanced, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to be real with you. I am doing med science in uni, and I never did biology in school. And we learnt it in the first. I did biology. My degree is biology heavy. It's basically biology is the main subject. And I never did biology in the HSC. So if you guys think it matters heaps and heaps and heaps, do not stress. It does not matter. What I would say for you guys is that if you're trying to choose your subjects and you're thinking, oh, I don't know what to choose, I don't know what to choose, literally just choose what you think you'll enjoy. Don't try and choose something that's going to get you a high ATAR, especially in year 10. If you're in year 10, don't worry about that because literally you will restart everything in year 11. Now, if you're in year 11 and you want to go for the highest ATAR possible, you need to choose a balance between subjects where you can get a really high ATAR and subjects that you can't. Now, I guess subjects that we'll go through. There's 2 paths. This is kind of like what I'm talking about here. I want to like visually demonstrate this. There's 2 paths you go down. It's between, make it smaller. It's between ATAR, so the subjects that are going to get you a really high ATAR, and then it's subjects that you enjoy. Now, the ideal path is we're going to walk down this narrow, this middle path. I cannot draw straight. This is not meant to be wonky. Sorry guys, I'm a bit special on this. Both. We want to get this middle ground of both. Now, for example, I'm just going to talk about year 10. I did pass and commerce because I kind of enjoyed both. I did math for my ATAR because I enjoyed it. And then as soon as I would always prioritize this. This is your number 1 priority. So as soon, always lean kind of towards it this way if you can. So like this middle path is kind of leaning towards here. So you want to maximize your ATAR, but also want something you enjoy. So I chose chemistry, physics, biology in year 11, chemistry, physics, PDH in year 11. I didn't do all 3 sciences because I knew I was going to drop one of them. So I did chemistry and physics and biology and PDH because chemistry and physics go really well with your ATAR. PDH is pretty good as well. Also, I enjoy them very well. My number 1 thing is people say, which subject do I drop? If you're choosing between which subjects you can drop, I would always say choose the one that you enjoy the least. Because if you're in year 11 and 12 and you have to sit down and do a 2-hour study session, a 3-hour, 4-hour study session for a subject, you're more likely to do it if you actually enjoy the subject. If you despise chemistry, if you despise economics, but you love physics, you love business, you're going to want to do those ones that you absolutely love because sitting down and doing something that you hate absolutely sucks. Now, if you hate studying in general, you really need to listen to this advice because if you hate studying in general, you need to minimize that hatred and do subjects you enjoy. You're always going to do better with your ATAR getting a band 6 in a subject you enjoy that's less scaling than a band 4 in a subject that you hate, but you did shit in it because you hate it. That's my 2 cents. Whether you're in year 10 or 11 or 12, prioritize what you enjoy, but you also do need to think about ATAR. Like if you're just doing dance, drama, music, unless you get 100 out of 100, like 90 plus in each, you're probably not going to do the best, right, for your ATAR. So definitely choose subjects that you enjoy that get a higher ATAR. Like if you can walk this middle ground, I did it personally because I had physics, I had chem, I loved extension math, and I hate English. So I didn't choose extension English because I hate English. So I chose advanced English because I knew that I could do well on it. I ended up getting 94, 97 in my trial exam and 94. But I don't like English, so I'm not going to choose extension English because stuff that. If you don't like English, you can do standard English. I'm not telling you to do advanced. I just knew I could do a good level of advanced. I knew that I could do advanced to a good level, but extension English was not for me. Like I literally hate English. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, which is why I've got people inside Elite Achievers hiring it. Now, no matter what subject you do, if you want to absolutely ace your subjects inside Elite Achievers, even if you suck at chemistry, you suck at physics, inside Elite Achievers, we're teaching you guys exactly how to do each single subject. You pay tutors hundreds of dollars in a month, like $100 an hour, $80 an hour, to get tutoring and get taught content for one subject. We're teaching you all the content for every single subject in the HSC and also other states as well in Australia, all for the price of less than one tutoring session per month. That's for every single subject. So if you want to actually learn the subjects for subjects that you hate, then being inside Elite Achievers is the answer. And it's a cheat code. Link in the description for the details on that. Now, I would literally say, and this is a big claim, please focus on this. Focus on what you enjoy. Because you're always going to want to sit down and study and have the discipline to study for subjects that you enjoy rather than subjects that you just are going to do to get a higher ATAR. And at the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter because once again, biology was a prerequisite or a assumed knowledge for my med science degree, and we learnt year 11 and 12 bio in the first 4 weeks of my degree. Same as chemistry, like a lot of degrees will say, oh, it's mandatory that you do chemistry, and then you'll just do it again in the first couple of weeks of the exam. So it's not that deep. Don't worry about subject selection that much. Number 1 is choose what you enjoy. Number 2 is choose your ATAR. If you can walk the middle ground and do both, then it's perfect. And if you want to actually learn the subjects and not be cooked for them, Elite Achievers is for you. Check the link in the description. Other than that, let me know how you go. And if you have any questions about subject selection, just put them in the description down below. God bless. Have a great day.